everybody, welcome back. We're doing another Marvel Future Revolution video. In this one, if you don't recall, I'll remind you, we did a video where we pulled from, you had 10 pulls for 3,000 crystals, where it was always 4 and 5-star pieces. And they gave us a bunch of fodder. And we'll show some of the end results where we get the fodder and we build it up. So basically, this video is going to show you the results of that, and then my thinking process on going through some of the things to Nano. I think it's important to understand that. Again, this is just a glimpse into it. It's not necessarily something that's like, this is the same thing to do every time, but these are the sort of things that you're going to want to do when making these decisions, is do some analysis, think through it, etc. If you want some help, comment below. There's a Discord link in the description below. A bunch of people there who are willing to help, discuss, etc. Come on down and let's get to it.
Bring me WolverThor!
And all right, so what I'm pulling out of storage, you can see I've got no 5 stars. I've got some other miscellaneous low stuff. I'm not pulling anything in other than 4-star fodder. So everything besides those 3 pieces I just got from that pull. I'll drop that one Midgardia chest into storage as well, so I'm not messing with it. And we will see right now how many of these things, again, I had the 3, but how many of these can I combine? So combine, I can make 15. We're gonna get 15 5-star pieces. Now you can see that I can come in here and I can actually bring in some, so I can bring up like this. So I'm going to absolutely be able to get some Nano in here. I was just brain dead there for a second, right? So that's a 6-star. I'll bring that for a Nano piece. I don't even care about the stats. This thing, same thing. It's just like, all right, that's actually, well, that's the one that I liked before. So I guess it's either a Nano or it's something else, right? So it's either a Nano or I can equip it. It's actually not terrible. I'll consider that one. All right, so we'll consider that one. I guess it doesn't really matter. It doesn't really matter. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there we go. So we got quite a bit of pieces to throw in there for Nano fodder. All right, so we've got the rest of this, which is sort of junk. We'll dump that stuff back in our storage and we'll decide what we want to equip, what we want to Nano, all that sort of thing. So you can see I've got 4 Nanos sitting here. Now, to me, that means I like to, when you do this, I'd prefer to try to get the Nano stats here. That means I could get defense and range damage decrease. Or on this one, if I wanted, I could get, what's it here? I could get HP and melee damage decrease. Now, honestly, when I look at that versus doing something here where I'm going, okay, you know, I could get a 3rd stat here. Those all go up. And then I get stats that I actually like here to get a bit higher. You know, the power changes, but I'm actually increasing stats that I really need. But then the stat increments there are pretty small. So really, that's what you want to decide when you're deciding the stats. Do I want to get an extra 190 defense or 390 defense and 3.7 range damage decrease on my gun? Or do I want to get something different, right? That's what I'm going to look at right now and try to think through. So one I'm going to definitely do is boots. I'm going to get 2 more Nanos on my boots, mainly because I love the stats on these. I wish there was one more cooldown on it. I'll decide in the future if I want to play around with that or not. But, you know, these Nano Fusion stats, they're great. I like them, but these, getting those on top of that, I definitely want to do. So I'm going to go ahead and Nano up my boots twice, and we are going to do that. So we're going to do the Nano boots, select. We're going to do this, and we are going to do this. And that's one of them. So we want to do that. All right, let's go ahead and do it. We're going to get 1 Nano. We'll get the HP and see how good it's okay, not bad, a little bit. And then let's do it one more time. Okay. We're gonna do that. So we get 2 Nanos on the boots. All right. So a little, those rolls up weren't as good, but still, you know, a little bit of a bump up. And we'll take the percentages, right? That's really what that's about. So now backing out again, I want to see, so I've got 2 more Nanos I can drop here. I can do it, like I said, on this gun. which gives me the defense and range damage decrease, which isn't bad. That's good. It'll give me a little bit longer. Or, you know, like I said, do I get, you know, where I get these sort of, you know, 3s and 4s. Ooh, look at that attack bump there. Look at that attack bump, honestly. Jeez Louise, that's a pretty good. I actually like that. Getting 2 more in that head. What about my chest here? That, oof, man. It's the same thing there. So, and crit damage decrease. So what the chest has attack and crit damage decrease. What was the head again? And max damage rate. Crit damage decrease. You want to stay alive longer, honestly, is more what you like. I also want to get some more defense pierce. Crit damage. You know, though, the accuracy is really what is really... I might put this in my chest. Or I guess I could do one of each and get a little bit of both. So if I get 1 here, that gives me 240 versus 480. Yeah, so it doesn't matter. All right, so each one of those is sort of equally incremental. So I could do 1 of each. Here, that is also 240, right? Yeah. So I could do 1 of each where I get a little bit of each one, which isn't so bad. Just gonna think through it for a sec. So I was just looking at my stats a little bit in both PvP. This is my PvP build. My crit damage is really low. My max damage rate's a little low. My cooldown is really suffering. Obviously, accuracy is lower than ideal. Stam's, you know, all gauge 164. So I'm still a little torn on some of this. My attack's getting built up pretty decently. Not huge, but it's okay. So it's gonna be one of those things when I hit, it's gonna be good, but I'd like more crit damage, frankly. Like as a Widow, that's like so low. If I go over to my PvE build, it's still not great. Now on my PvE build, I bump it. I use a specialization to bring it up a little bit. Obviously I can use enhancers to give me another 20%. I've got this increased crit damage by 10% for 7 seconds. At the start of a fight only, which really is the only time it lasts, because most of the time my stam's way under that. I'm not trying to build up my stam per se, but so yeah, so when I look at this, you know, I'm looking at wanting, you know, I've got my 1 crit damage there. I'd prefer that guard damage gone. If that guard damage was gone for a crit damage, that'd be great. And if that attack was gone for an accuracy, that's really kind of what I'm looking at as, you know, 2 accuracy, 2 crit damage, and 1 crit rate. I'd really prefer that as a Widow. If I think I'd take 2 crit rate, but I prefer the crit damage if I can. So that's a spot I can get, you know, a number of those stats at. You know, talking about the gun, no, I need these other stats more than I need these. These are great, but the other stats are more important to build up, even in a small sense. So when I'm looking at this, and my defense pierce is capped. It's capped for PvP, so I don't necessarily need to bring this up. It's not for PvE, but I could change my PvP build cards if I needed to get more defense pierce. So I'm not really stressing about this. So where I've just landed on is I'm gonna put 2 more nanos into my chest, and then I'm gonna even show you guys what I was talking about with the card a bit, where if I want to try to, instead of using that card on, like, say, this piece and just re-rolling and re-rolling and re-rolling until I get it, it's like, what's the point? So we're gonna build this up. We're gonna get 3 nanos on my chest, and then we're gonna get a 4th nano on my chest. I'm just building this up because I don't know. I mean, it's got I want the accuracy up, I want the crit damage up, the crit rate. It's all stats versus where the head, I didn't necessarily I like defense pierce and all that. You know, it's like, I mean, looking at it one last time before I do this, but you know, I look at these and it's like, they're not bad. There are a lot of the similar ones versus chest, where I've got guard damage, which I don't necessarily care about. Attack, I see, but these 4 I all want higher on. Guard damage isn't bad, whereas this one, status effect accuracy is whatever. Defense pierce, I like it, but I don't need it. Attack, I don't need. So that's where I land on the, yeah, I'm landing on the chest for doing this. So I want more of the chest than the other one. So I'm gonna bring the chest to 4 nanos and then go from there. All right, so it's done. I click the button. 4-star nano chest for the Rise of the East. And then now I'll show you guys what I'm talking about with the other items here of trying to get the reroll. So the change costume stats. So I've got one card here. So what I want here on this, like I said, is I want to get the attack off that, and I want to get the guard damage off it. But ideally I roll 1 into accuracy and 1 into crit damage. But I've not getting that at all. So the thing that I could do here is I don't have to accept this. So what I can do for it is I roll it and I'll see what it is, and I won't click it and like see what it's on the right. See, that's terrible. Terrible. I mean, that's just complete and utter trash. So I can just keep this and not worry about it. Done. And that was, again, shout out to, I don't want to mess the name up, but Dog to Gaming. So that's what I got for my pieces. You know, we'll see where we're at now. I'm probably, nope, I'm not quite 1.9. And what am I at? And what build is that? That's PvE. Am I at 2 mil in PvP yet? I just made it. So finally over the 2 mil PvP barrier. That's kind of fun, honestly. I've got 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 nanos in this set. That's almost the same as what my Midgardia was before. So I'm hoping to feel the drastic change in that. We will see. I'll definitely report back on that. But I am now at a point where you can see I've still got, what, 3 in there for now. Well, 6 more I could drop on these guys, but I don't have the fodder, which, you know, obviously I just did. So fingers crossed for the year anniversary. Maybe they'll give us something decent. I've been saving this stuff in game for quite a while. You can definitely do it if you want. Free to play, no, that's much harder. But if you are I'd say medium type spender, you could definitely get here. This is not something that I'm like going crazy on spending wise. So hopefully this helps you guys decide if you want to do this or not, or you just found it interesting to see how it would shake out. All right, so there you go. You think I made the right decisions? I don't know. Let me know. I mean, I'm stuck with them now, right? So I feel pretty good about it. We'll see how it goes over the course of the next few weeks, months, etc. I'll certainly share some of my reaction on that and see if I feel an impact, etc. I did a little testing, honestly, and I could feel it a little bit. So as you would expect, right? So appreciate you guys making this long. If you want to hammer down like button, share with aunts, uncles, nieces, nephews, grandma, grandpas, always appreciate that. Subscribe, notification bells, you guys know what the drill is. And until next time, I hope you have a wonderful day.